Good evening. My name is Christine Poisey, and I would like to welcome you all to our virtual tribute campaign reception. Thank you for being a part of the tribute campaign and celebration of life. We had hoped to have had this event in person, but in order to keep everyone safe as we work to manage the COVID-19 health crisis, we made the decision to have a virtual reception this year. As the interim vice president of development, I'm proud to be part of a health system worthy of your support. Our mission is to be the most trusted health partner. We are guided by the core values of integrity, caring, respect, excellence, partnership, and stewardship. Our commitment to these values ensures our people receive the highest quality health care. We gather virtually today to honor special people who support and inspire us, those who are still with us and those who we've lost. In their honor and in their memory, we support our hospital's Cardiopulmonary Rehabilitation Center and Cardiac Rehab program. Each year, we dedicate our annual campaign to special people whose philanthropy and dedication to our patients has supported South County Health. This year's campaign is dedicated to 4 amazing people: Zach Freeland and Ed Hart, patients in our Cardiopulmonary Wellness and Fitness Center; Audrey Greenwald Kolberg, a longtime volunteer who passed away on October 16, 2019, and Margaret Mann, who's a registered respiratory therapist and nationally certified asthma educator in our Cardiopulmonary Rehab and Wellness Center. We will hear from each of our honorees whose personal narrative will offer testimony to the impact of Cardiopulmonary Wellness and Fitness Center has had on our families, friends, and neighbors. But first, I'd like to take the opportunity to introduce you to Lisa Chitowski, the manager of Respiratory Therapy and Cardiopulmonary Services here at South County Hospital. Lisa will provide an overview of the Cardiopulmonary Wellness Respiratory Center. Lisa, we'd love to hear from you.
Hi, I'm very fortunate to have the opportunity to work with this staff. It's been an amazing opportunity, and we have an incredible program. We provide pulmonary rehab and cardiac rehab, a very vibrant wellness program. We also have a cancer survivorship program as well. Unfortunately, COVID has forced us to close for a few months, and we received phone calls from patients just knocking at the door, waiting to come back to the program because it's such a social aspect, and it's just a wonderful place for patients to come and rehab and get therapy and talk to each other in their own mini support groups, as well as the support from the staff. It's an incredible place to be, and I think that it's just an asset to our local community, both near and far, really, because we have patients from all over the state that come down to our program, and we offer things that no other program has to offer.
Great. Lisa, thank you so much. And now on to our honorees. Zach Freeland was born with the tricuspid atresia, a rare and serious heart defect, making his right ventricle so small it was non-functional. Between the ages of 6 weeks and 12 years, Zach underwent a series of 3 staged correctional surgeries. Zach started in the South County Hospital Cardiac Rehabilitation Program in the spring of 2013 and immediately felt at home. He continues to exercise there today and loves interacting with the staff and his fellow patients. Zach, we would love you to say a few words.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone watching, and thank you to everyone who's donated. Just a few things that I really want to highlight about the Rehab program here, and one is what Lisa mentioned, that sense of community. I've been really lucky to develop, relationships and friendships with a lot of the staff. It's great to see Maggie here at the virtual reception, and also a lot of the fellow patients. And it's just this great community that I always look forward to going to, and I just can't wait to get back after it's safe with the COVID. The other thing that's been very special about being able to participate here is being a Fontan patient. They're still constantly learning more about this unique circulation and this unique physiology. And the application of exercise is showing incredible results. And the coordination between South County Health and my primary cardiologist for at Boston Children's has just been incredible. And it's really great to think about how, while I'm on my own personal journey and setting my own personal goals for wellness and physical activity, I'm also helping the folks here at South County learn more and my cardiologist at Boston learn more, so that when the next Fontan patient comes along, there'll be even more frame of reference and knowledge for what they can do to help people that are unique like us. So while I'm on my own journey, it's really rewarding to think that I'm helping move the field forward. So thank you very much, and it's really an honor to get chosen for this.
Zach, congratulations. And thank you for sharing your journey with us. Ed Hart started rehab because of his diagnosis of idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. He was referred to South County Hospital's Pulmonary Rehab Center. At rehab, Ed learned how to breathe better and proceeded to lose 70 pounds with exercise and encouragement from our staff. Ed still goes to the Cardiopulmonary Wellness and Fitness Center 3 times a week to help him maintain healthy oxygen levels, which allow him to continue his travels. Ed, would you like to say a few words?
Sure. First of all, I'd just like to thank the whole staff at South County Hospital. They've been tremendous and very helpful to me in my journey. I guess the easiest way to explain it is I was a little overweight and I did get diagnosed with IPF, but I couldn't do simple things. Going to the store and coming home, I'd be out of breath. I mean, it was like this shot. Doing household chores, just out of breath. And I went there, and I did have a mind that, you want to do better. And you're just saying, well, the climb is going to be so hard. But with the staff, it's all little steps. And like I say, I lost 70 pounds. And very quickly, I didn't go on any massive diet. I haven't been going to the gym 5 days a week, 3 hours a day. It was just an hour. And the classes I found very helpful. They talked about nutrition. And I just learned over my last 66 years of life that I got out of good habits and into bad habits. So it's been tremendous what it's done to me. And I couldn't even play with my grandchildren outside. I'd be out of breath and have to come in. I was huffing and puffing. They'd be asking, what's wrong with Grampy? What's wrong with Grampy? And so just that little stint in losing the weight has been tremendous. And the encouragement you get from the staff at South County is just unbelievable. And so I have to say, I used to be on CPAP also at night. And now between the exercising and losing the weight, I no longer have CPAP. So it has been a tremendous benefit that the hospital offers to everybody. And everybody should take a chance. You don't have to be really sick to go there. It's a nice gym. They have excellent equipment. So it's just been a godsend. My life has changed tremendously in the 2 years since I've been going there. And thank you.
Ed, thank you so much, and congratulations on that amazing weight loss. And we're so happy to hear that you're getting to spend more quality time with those grandchildren. Audrey Greenwald Kolberg passed away peacefully on October 16, 2019. She spent countless hours helping others by volunteering with South County Health Patient Advisory Board, University of Rhode Island Alumni Association, North Kingstown Women's Club, and the Food Bank. I would like to invite Gary Kolberg, Audrey's husband, to say a few words.
Well, thank you. Good evening, everybody, and thank you, South County Health, so very much for this tribute to Audrey. It's wonderful. It's very important to me. It's been important to my family, and certainly it's important to many of our friends. I mean, Audrey's first experience with South County actually happened about 10 years ago when, in fact, she had Crohn's disease. and was in this hospital for quite some time. And the doctors really, got her going, and just things were great. And that was a wonderful experience. But most importantly, then along came this wonderful, wonderful Cardiopulmonary Center. That was about 5 years ago. She was a very, very sick woman with COPD. She was on just so many different levels of oxygen, but primarily on 24/7 at the highest level she could be. She was totally scared to death, and I must admit, so was I. We had never experienced anything like this. But down in the lower left-hand corner over here, happily came along this person by the name of Maggie Mann, and this magnificent staff of men and women from the Cardiopulmonary Center. They taught Audrey how to breathe. They taught her how to quit smoking cold turkey. They taught her how to exercise like a pro, and in reality, how to cope with her new life. She was just really not in good shape, and they literally saved her life at that point. Following the guidance of the different folks in the center, Audrey started working out very heavily 3 days a week in the gym in South County. And now what's particularly unusual about that, and a bit of humor, that Audrey's previous experience with a gym would have been to sneak into a gym to watch women wear these cute little outfits that she would like to have herself. But the idea, fashion conscious she was, but the idea of being in a gym, don't be silly. I mean, that just wouldn't make any sense. But she stayed to it. She went through just one constant snowstorm after another, because she recognized how important this gym is. It's just really, really, really important in so many different ways. And then came along the idea of being one of the founding members of the Patient Advisory Council. Now, she had always given back, and was just, mentioned a bit ago, so many different organizations, but it was anyone who would come to her that was looking for health, for some form of health, whether it was in a career advisory part or from a health standpoint. She was willing to give that help. And so she just absolutely jumped at the opportunity to join the council, share her experience not only in the 10 years plus with working with this wonderful hospital, but also to impart her management skills as well as her market research skills, working across so many different not-for-profit and for-profit organizations. The good work that came out of this council has been terrific, not only for the patients and for the hospital staff, for the doctors and nurses, but also to the community at large. But, and it's a big but, there was always one thing that really, really concerned her. And that was that the vast majority of people in the community still do not understand how important this pulmonary center really is, how state-of-the-art it is, and how really key it is to so much of the things that happen into the future. And as Audrey is watching us now, looking down from heaven, that she's really encouraging everyone who sees this video, whether it be financially or personally, to support and expand the knowledge of what this center really does. And if there was a tribute, if you really wanted to tribute something to Audrey, that's what she would like you to do. Thank you, be safe, and thanks for having me on just to begin with.
Gary, thank you for sharing that with us. Thank you for all of your kind words. And thank you for sharing Audrey with us. We're so fortunate to have her here. Margaret Mann, better known as Maggie to her patients, is a registered respiratory therapist and nationally certified asthma educator in the Cardiopulmonary Rehab and Wellness Center at South County Hospital. Her career with the hospital spans more than 30 years, during which time she had performed a wide range of responsibilities, including working in the ICU, pediatrics, emergency room medicine, and as an EKG technician. Maggie is currently in charge of Quitting for Life, the hospital's smoking cessation program, which is the first program of this kind in the state of Rhode Island. I would like to invite Maggie to say a few words about her career and the patients she cares for here at South County Health.
Hi, thank you very much for this tribute. I can't say enough about the support from the community and what it means to us, and obviously these patients. We only see a small sampling of the hundreds of patients we help even each week. And we want to make sure that we continue to do that through the generosity of the community. And not just when we think of the community as South County, we want to think of the community as being all of Rhode Island. We have patients from Providence to Connecticut, and people travel, which is unusual in Rhode Island, but we're very fortunate because we can help people. And the reason why I'm so happy to work here is because the incredible support of not only Lisa Chitowski, but the staff, which really make it a very special place to work. Because when you can give the gift of breath to somebody, or you can remake their life, then that's an incredible opportunity to change people. And because I've been here so long, and the hospital has been so supportive of the ongoingly senior leadership and the doctors and the staff, that we can do special things that are not done at any other hospital. We've created programs where I've met Audrey in the hospital and helped her to quit smoking while she was still in the hospital. And then she came to pulmonary rehab, and she was able to play with grandchildren in the South, right? And she was able to go see her beloved URI basketball games. And my good friend Ed is able to go to Disney, and he's going to Patriots games, and he's running around. When before they're short of breath and they can't walk from a bedroom to a bathroom without being able to breathe. So that's a precious thing. And through being here at South County, we've developed these programs where we meet people in the hospital and then transition them into these programs. And if you didn't have a small community hospital that was willing to do these things, it makes a difference. It makes a huge difference in these people's lives. And that makes me incredibly happy and proud and motivated to be a part of this team ongoing. And so we cannot thank the generosity of this ongoing community, because if you see the picture of Lisa and you see the picture of the gym, literally almost every single piece of equipment in that gym has been donated by this community to enable us to afford to create these programs and be able to help. And this is an incredible thing. And we cross-train. I work in cardiac rehab, and I help Zach with oxygen to exercise and to be able to run on that treadmill, and to be able to include the staff that team leader Chuck and the other staff in cardiac rehab are equally responsible for this as a total team approach to making the lives of our community, meaning the entire community of Rhode Island, an incredible place to be able to just better themselves in all ways so that they can have the life that they deserve. And we're very proud to be a part of this. Thank you.
Maggie, thank you so much. Thank you for all of the work you do to help so many people here at South County Health. We really appreciate you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'd now like to invite Dr. David Bader, a member of South County Cardiology, to end the speaking program by talking about the benefits of cardiopulmonary rehabilitation. Dr. Bader?
Thanks for having me on. I think everyone spoke quite eloquently, and it's going to be hard to keep up with everyone. But let me tell you a little bit about the benefits of cardiac rehab. And there's several. Cardiac rehab is there. It can strengthen your heart after you've had a heart attack. It can help build your lungs, like Maggie was just talking about. If you have pulmonary fibrosis, like Eddie was talking about. It can help with physical activity, quitting smoking, nutrition, healthy diet. It can help reduce stress. It can help improve your mood, help depression. It can help increase your energy and strength, and it can lower heart attack risk. But the most important thing about our cardiac rehab is you get to build a community. So everyone there, whether you are in the cardiac rehab or the pulmonary rehab, or you're there for maintenance, it's a huge wonderful, loving community. And we have two types of communities, one right downstairs in the basement, and number two, as Maggie said, throughout Rhode Island and even into Connecticut. And it's that community that really makes us who we are and what we are. That community is really what this contribution campaign is always about as well. We're a tight-knit community downstairs. We love each other, hate each other, and like each other all at the same time, just like a family does. The biggest problem with cardiac rehab is not a moneymaker. So sometimes it gets the short end of the stick because we're not, bringing in the cash. So your help, your commitment, your financial and emotional support to cardiac rehab is really huge for us. We could not do this without the support of our overwhelming community, Rhode Island, Connecticut, family, and friends. So this is a big thank you to everyone that's watching this video to help support. As Maggie said, look at the picture behind Lisa, the treadmills, the equipment, the staff. All this is because of you, our community, that help us keep this going. We love you for it. The cardiac staff loves you for it. I love you for it. And thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bader. And you're right, it is about the community. We can't do this without the help of our community. And we appreciate you taking care of our community, Dr. Bader. I would like to once again express my sincere gratitude to all of you who have chosen South County Health to be the recipient of your philanthropy. Your support of this campaign is a true testament to the hard work and dedication of our staff to provide the highest quality care to every person who walks through our doors. On behalf of all of the patients who are achieving their optimal level of health and fitness at our Cardiopulmonary Rehabilitation Center, I thank you for your generosity. This is the point in the program where normally we would invite you to join us for a celebratory reception. Unfortunately, this year we're unable to gather together, but I do wish you happiness and health and hope to see you all in person next year. Have a wonderful evening. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you very much and good evening.